Hey, what's going on? This is Yaka bringing you yet another Titanfall gameplay commentary. In this video I'm going to be starting part 1 of my Titanfall campaign walkthrough. It is going to be a 18-part series, 9 on the IMC side, which we are doing now until we hit the 9th campaign mission, and then going through it again on the militia side. And basically what I'm going to be doing is walking you through what's happening in each campaign mission, because it's a little hard to follow, and I'm going to help you have a little backstory of Titanfall and the campaign missions. So let's go ahead and get started with what's going on in this campaign mission. This is the Refueling raid, and the story begins at an IMC refueling station. And the militia are in desperate need of fuel, so what they decide to do is raid the IMC's fuel reserves. While there, they both intercept a distress call from a man named McAllen. McAllen is an ex-IMC executive officer and is now the IMC's most wanted for allegedly leading a mutiny aboard the IMS Odyssey 15 years ago. And both the IMC and the militia track the distress call to a colony on another planet. But I will get more into the distress call and the colony on another planet in the next episode, because that goes into the next campaign mission, and we're just doing part 1 in this episode. But a little bit of a backstory now about what the IMC is, where this all takes place and everything. Where everything is taking place, it's called the Frontier. The Frontier is basically where humanity lives in the deepest reaches of explored space. The vast region is known as the Frontier, and it contains many well-known inhabited solar systems, but many more planets remain uncharted. And a little bit about what the IMC is. The IMC it stands for Interstellar Manufacturing Corporation. And what the IMC are is they started out as a small natural resource extraction industry under the name Hammond Engineering or Hammond Robotics. And Hammond Robotics built the Titans that you see in the game. They weren't originally used, you know, when you get the awesome Titanfall, your first time playing, it's awesome getting used to your Titan, but they weren't originally used for warfare. What they were originally built for is deforestation, and basically clearing out wildlife so the IMC can build their mass structures and build their empire. And over time, basically a series of acquisitions and them, Hammond Engineering, marketing the Titans and growing bigger, and the Spectre, the robots, the AI robots in the game, building those for worker after this happened, led to the transformation of the ruthless empire in the game that is the IMC. And a little bit about the militia. The militia stands for, the militia are a military arm of the Frontier Systems, or a territorial defense pact. And basically the militia are a loosely governed mishmash of bandits, mercenaries, pirates, so on and so forth, and some ex-IMC officers and soldiers, some of the biggest in the IMC, and you'll learn more about the people from the IMC that join the militia side, farther into the campaign. And basically what they are is they refer to themselves as citizen soldiers, and they're basically who rise up against the IMC to stop all of the bad, basically, that the IMC is doing. And that is pretty much it for the first episode of part 1 of the campaign walkthrough. Like I said before, I will be doing a 18-part series, and I'll explain a little more about my campaign walkthrough. The walkthrough in Titanfall, it's not going to be like a normal story like you would see with, like, say, Call of Duty or Battlefield. It wasn't really focused around single player, which a lot of them are. This was pure multiplayer. And when you're playing the story mode of the campaign, you're always online with other people, so it's not AI like it usually is. You're always going against other people, and that's why I thought I would give a little insight to what is happening in each campaign mission and give a little backstory also to just Titanfall, because I think it's just the concept of everything that they have here story-wise is really good. They did a good job, especially in focusing around multiplayer and not a story mode, even though they did incorporate them. And basically, well, like I said before, I'll be doing the IMC. There's 9 campaign missions only, but there's the IMC side of the 9 missions and the militia side of the 9 missions. So I will be covering both in an 18-part series. And I will also be doing a Titan / Pilot Vest setup or loadout series. So anything that you want to see loadout wise, any guns you think, I don't know, you want me to try, even or some combinations of things you want me to try, leave that in the comments below. And also leave in the comments below what else you want to see in the campaign series, anything else you want to know about the frontier, where it all takes place, about the militia, about the IMC. And while actually we still have a little more time left, I'll go ahead and talk a little more about the backstory for the militia and the IMC. And basically I already said how the IMC came to be as big as they are, and basically I'll go a little bit more into that. They became bigger with combined market cornering or planetary survey technology and map and database rights that Hammond Industries or Engineering has, and that's what helped them grow into what they are. And basically they let the money get to their head, you get what I'm saying, and that's why they're the ruthless killing machines that they are. And they developed the Spectres for warfare. That's what I was talking about a little bit earlier into the video, and those are not the grunts, not the grunt AI, but the robot AI, and they basically use those as their soldiers, aside from pilots. And they're just, I'm not sure exactly what they're looking to do, but we'll find out more of that. I don't want to spoil anything or give anything away. We'll find out more about the rest of the story between the IMC and militia farther into the campaign series. And the militia, I'll talk a little bit more about them. Each brigade within the militia is responsible basically for fighting in an assigned section of frontier territory, or like the frontier I talked about, how it's a vast tons, it's basically a galaxy in the game. And that's where it all takes place. And although some of the brigades are a little more than vast pirate organizations, the militia are definitely a viable threat to the IMC, and that's what also makes the story really good and really fresh from any of the other campaigns I see. And I really like the way they went with this and everything they did. And a little bit about the gameplay. This is my first game ever on Titanfall when I picked it up. This is the night, launch night. I can't remember when I got back, but so I'm a little, not my best gameplay, as you'll see, because this is my first game ever. I didn't get to play the beta. I wasn't fortunate enough to go to an event and try out the game, even though I watched everything, trying to get my code or whatever you'd say, whatever, to try the beta, but I never ended up getting one. So this is my first ever gameplay on it. So it'll be a little easy with I don't know, criticizing how good I am, because it took me a little bit to get into the game, obviously, but you'll see better gameplays the more, and basically see my skill grow the more we go through the campaign series. But if you enjoyed the commentary and the information I gave on the backstory of Titanfall and the campaign mission refueling raid, hit that like button below. Leave some comments on what else you want to see if you want to know anything more about the story of Titanfall. And subscribe to keep up with the campaign walkthrough and my other videos. This is Jakob. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. If you want to connect with me, there will be links in the description. This is Jakob, and I will see you in the next one.
We're losing Bravo. Check your map. You're close to hardpoint Bravo. Fuel pump deactivation is 25%. Fuel pump deactivation at 75%. All units, be advised. Mission accomplished. We've destroyed the Red Eye. Fine work all round. Come on home.
Be advised, the militia forces have been defeated, but enemy survivors remain in your area. Do not allow them to escape.
We didn't even kill half their fleet. 54 ships destroyed, that's it.
How many of those ships were civilian?
Today's civilians are tomorrow's militia, sir. What do you want me to do? Wait?
Start a search. I want that fleet found. Graves out.
Warning, enemy action has arrived.